What's up? Okay. We out in nature. Look beautiful out here. Say what's up to my new baby. You know what I'm saying? She's beautiful. But I gotta say, you receive what you put out. So anything you receive, man, it don't matter how you getting it. That's how the universe works. Put trust in yourself. Put trust in God. You are God. You got God in you. So what did I tell you? You are God. Even these white folks, they're not gods, but they got God in them. They got spirit. You got God in you, man. So everything, you understand the power of God. You understand everything that you put out, you receive, and you understand that you are God. So when you're putting out things in a genuine, intentional way, you're going to receive things in the same way. People's doing things with intent to help you, intent to help themselves. But people feel good helping you because you feel good helping them. But that's the power of God, though. You know, when we say I am God, it's because I always had a thought, like when I was saying I am God, what was I saying was God? I thought I was just the God, but I am the God. But it got nothing to do with the body. It's a lot to do with the mind, the soul, and the spirit. It don't got nothing to do with me, for real. Like, it does, though, because my choices, people understand your choices are God choices if they're in a God-like state. You feel me? So that's what God consciousness is, becoming conscious. That's what God is, becoming conscious of who you are. You were never meant to come down here and get attached to these things. No, you was never meant to come down here and get attached to these things. Never. You feel me? We were meant to come down here to enlighten. But then that's a part of we chose to come here. We had a choice to come here. We chose to come here because we knew before I came here, that there was a lot of materialistic things that are possible to distract me, and there's a lot of materialistic things that are pleasure-like for the body. So the body itself is what hell is. Now let me cook, because being trapped in your body is hell. Because if you're trapped in your body, you're trapped to a material. So the moment you come down here as a soul with spirit, the moment you come down here a soul with spirit, and get attracted and attached to this body, then you are the body. Then you are the material. And then everything else outside of you become material. But you came down here as an energy, so the moment you attach the energy to this, the moment I attach my energy to this, instead of the thought of what I'm doing to this, is when it gets you. Because everything you're doing to everything I'm doing to this. You see how a nigga look. Nigga look real good out this bitch. everything I did to this shit, I did it. Your choice is what God is. People think their choice is like, people think their choices are basic because they're basic. But once you realize your choice is what makes you God, being conscious of your choices. Being conscious of your choice. Every time you get an unconscious thought, which is the impulsive thought, you get a conscious thought. Because there's duality in all this shit. So the moment you get a thought of eating some chips, there's duality. You're going to get a thought of getting some vegetables. Because that is who you really are. But then you got your lower self and your higher self. So now let me break that shit down, because duality is everything. This is the realm of duality. So the moment you get a choice of some old snacks, you're always gonna get, it's not gonna go nowhere. The moment you get a thought of eating some snacks and a thought of eating some fruits, your higher self, your lower self. Which one is you gonna choose? Your higher self or your lower self? But they're both you, because you got a choice to operate at both. So you're not separate from either. It's just you navigate between those two. You are soul or choice. But you're your higher self, but you are, yes. Consciousness comes with being your higher. So once you become conscious of your higher self and your lower self, that's when you become conscious. So conscious period is your higher self. Once you become conscious and can operate at a conscious state of vibrating high and knowing you always got choice, is when you reach your higher self, or when you reach higher consciousness. But if you're vibrating low and you think you're just your lower self, every choice that comes to you, or every option, or everything that comes to you, you're going to think is you. But then your higher self is always reminding you who the fuck you is. Like, for example, I just was out the fridge walking around on some autopilot shit. And I got a thought when I was out the fridge, the back door right there. I got a thought of going out here and making this video. You got your higher self and you got your lower self. Anytime you get a thought and operate off of it as your lower self, boom, your higher self is going to always look over you. Your guardian angel, they say. Your guardian angel, they say. So when you speak like this to the camera, and know you're speaking like this, and not speaking from your lower self, because there's nothing wrong with your lower self. Y'all all one. You catch my motherfucking drift, but you got your higher self that speak in a higher consciousness. So then that becomes your inner voice. The more you speak from your higher consciousness, your mind creates it. Because your mind isn't you, but remember that. Don't never think your mind is your identity. But your mind keep track of your true identity. So like if you're speaking from your higher self, your mind hears it. Your subconscious mind hears it. So then you create an inner voice. And that's where you get your true inner voice from operating at your higher self. And if you operate at your lower self, your mind is going to be flooded with low vibrational thoughts and low vibrational things. But anything that's high vibrational is in line with you and your purpose. And what I want to do, I want to work on my health. You know, I just put my hair product out. I want to work on my health. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm down here right now, to go get my blender and shit. I'm trying to get my shit right. I got my toothbrush mess fucked up and shit, and I'm about to start drinking some smoothies and shit. This is my first YouTube video dropping out in nature and shit. I'm gonna just talk my shit. I be making mistakes throughout the throughout the video, so I be stopping and never posting them, but this one I'm gonna make sure I post. But yeah, nature, listen to the frequencies, like I say, like sound waves or wherever that, whatever sound you're hearing, like that bird I'm hearing, it's coming to me through the air, but sound waves. Cause look, y'all, I'm posting it still. Cause listen, a lot of stuff I understand, but you gotta break it down for yourself. But I'm receiving that, right? And these birds making a sound, but what's getting this sound to me? Sound waves, energy, air. So the frequency traveling through the air and getting to your fucking, but it happens so like this. You gotta know, like, I'm saying this what this shit is. I'm fucking with this. I might swap this to the right. But I'm gonna swap this to the right. This shit look a little smooth on the right side. Since I got my other baby. This shit don't matter though, but it's just a style I just be trying. This is a style I just be fucking with. I had the black on the masculine side, but cause right, yin yang, feminine, masculine. Your left side is your feminine side. And your right side is your masculine side. But you gotta create balance with them because I gotta get a deeper understanding on that as well too. I understand what feminine and masculine energy is at its basics. Like, you got feminine energy, which is like the mother, and then you got the masculine energy of the God. But they're not separate at all though. So don't get that shit misconstrued, y'all. Because you got feminine energy, which is the female, the goddess. And then you got masculine energy, which is the male. But then to realize we're not separate is when you realize we're both masculine and feminine energy just in one. So then you realize female was first, right? And how do I know that? It's simple as Mother Nature. Simple. Feminine energy. Anything I got to do with a female, which represents feminine energy. And let me make sure I'm like speaking where I should be speaking, because I'm also teaching, and I don't want to be speaking without knowing I'm teaching. Like I say, feminine energy is first. That's why you got female, right? Feminine energy, male, masculine energy. Female first. That's why female created male by creating. God has put me on some shit like an X chromosome. Came with a Y chromosome, but it had some deep shit, y'all. Like I gotta start connecting on the spot and on right there and then. But yeah, like you got feminine energy, female. That's why female is one word, because female made male, so she always comes first. So that's why she get the power to say both. Female. That's why you see a female, you be like, that's a female. Yeah, she's the creator of both. Like, what I'm saying is, she is the creator of male. That's why we look at them, we give them that, that's why you female, goddess. Yeah, you created a female. And then you got male by itself, because male was just an energy. Masculine energy was just an energy, as well as how feminine energy was just an energy. But when male energy became in contact with female, time out, because what feminine energy created masculine energy. Hold on, we getting somewhere, y'all. We out in nature again. Let me take this hat off, because the nigga got to get his downloads in. So, what female created, my shit look good. I got a little boxy. It look like I got a little boxy. You know what I'm saying? But my shit healthy right now. Nah, but what female created, My bad, y'all, because I just put this product in. I got to make sure my shit ain't falling out or it just matted to the side. You with me? But, yeah. You got female feminine energy. What feminine energy created masculine energy? And you gotta really understand that shit, cause it's simple as all this knowledge, but that's what I'm saying. You could never really, you could get it's you. It's whatever I choose to do. That's what this is. Choice. However you want to say this is, that's what it is, man. Feminine energy, and I gotta run down on why I think feminine energy is first. You know, I got to run down on why I think feminine energy first. But there's some people that think God is masculine, but there's nothing wrong with that either, because although I get the message, I see what it is, because even if you think a God is masculine, you first always got to choose feminine. Because without masculine, there wouldn't be feminine energy. But when people worship masculine gods, as in like, maybe that was just a generation of time we needed masculine energy, which we needed brothers to connect. Like I say, source works through religion. So a lot of religions was meant to bring the original creators together. I'm in here getting downloads and insights, because even through Muslims, there's going to be Muslims that strictly stick to the religion, but behind that religion, that Muslim is not worshiping that religion. He's worshiping them beliefs, but he still believes in the Almighty Source. You know what I'm saying? He still believes in the Almighty Source. So he's not worshiping nothing outside of him, but it's just a religion that separates us. But a knowledgeable Muslim would know religion is what separates us. And a knowledgeable, wise person knows religion is science. And science, the Latin meaning for that, scientina, means to know. Science means to know. Knowledge. You know? So a wise religionist wouldn't even question See, now that got me questioning. Like, do these religions really, are they really living by a religion, or just they're all people that just believe in themselves? Because by believing in something, they're not believing in something external. All these religions, some of them, besides the one they teach us to worship as blacks, that's the only religion that teach us to worship something outside of us. They tell you God is in heaven. They tell you God is when you die and shit. That's the only one that tells you, the one they teach us. Black African Americans is the only religion that tell you to teach learn things from outside of yourself. And I can't say that because a lot of other religions I ain't studied, but I know Muslims, when they're standing on the principles of their body. So there's something that's working that's right, because fasting isn't bad. It's this Bible, and they tell you profanity is bad. That is the Black African American book. You with me now? I'm with myself because I'm learning shit. That's the only, so we're going to say Christianity is for the blacks. But Christianity got some truth as well, but it's just the way they teach us. That's why the way they teach us is the wrong way. But even in Christianity, everything got truth. Every religion got truth to it. And every religion adds on to your knowledge. So I had to learn not to be scared of knowledge, and that's why I got a Quran book I ain't really tapped into yet. Quran. But like every book holds every religion holds knowledge. And knowledge is omniscient. The more you learn about the planet, because the planet is living. So when you learn about the planet, you're learning about yourself. So that's what comes with knowledge. Wanting to learn everything because we are everything. So the moment you don't want to learn something, even learning about metals, when you learn about metals, and when I say metals, when you learn about metals, you're learning about every metal. When you learn about one crystal, you're learning about every other crystal that you're going to run into that match that crystal. So now you know about crystals. But then you want to go to learn about how crystals was made because you know that's what knowledge is. And the only way it expands is when you allow your mind to expand. Same thing with me, and this is shit I'm taking in because learning about the roots. There's real knowledge, scientific knowledge on how roots are made. Well, not made, but or like like just knowledge on everything. There's certain knowledge that's beyond the human eye, the human phone. There's certain knowledge you can get it, and certain knowledge some people don't learn throughout the phone. They learn throughout meditation. Some people learn through meditation. Some people learn through books. It's however you're designed to learn. Some people learn like this, just talking to the camera and just letting all that knowledge they got be released. All that knowledge they got to be released. Hold on. I be wearing my hat like this, y'all. Even though it don't matter how I wear it, but fuck all that. Like I'm saying, I let yourself know sometimes, like, you gotta keep yourself I keep myself in check. That's one thing I do. I keep myself in check. When I be pointing out certain shit still that I think matter, I'm not perfect. And I'm not perfect. If I catch myself pointing out something, then I'm gonna call it out. It's simple. If I catch myself worrying about what Aaron, because like, if I catch myself looking at this Aaron and this Aaron, and it don't hold no purpose, me thinking about changing it to the left or right really don't fucking matter. Truthfully. Truthfully, it really don't fucking matter. But, create your lower self ain't meant to be the story, it's just meant to be seen for what it is. A materialistic identity. So, you're going materialistic identity. You with me? So, that's what the lower self is, man. And you can operate at whatever one you want to, but never choose the lower self over higher self. They're not separate, but catch my drift. Never operate out your lower self without operating out your higher self. This is when you become at harmony with who you is. And you were never meant to be materialistic, so always spirituality over materialistic things. Always. We didn't come down here as no fucking body. We came down here as a soul with a spirit, as a body, with a body. We never came down here as a body. We never came down here as a body, y'all. We came down here as a soul with a spirit, with spirit. We came down here as soul and spirit. The spirit don't belong to us, though. That's just source. That's just the power of source. So with source spirit, that's how we come down here and we're able to be conscious. Because that's what life is. Boom. Here we go, life right here. This is spirit. You know what I'm saying? This is spirit. Boom. This is spirit, like being able to live, like live in your body, first of all. Not like out here, I mean like spirit is being able to live, period. Like, I don't know how to break it down, but I want to try to break it down before the video ends. So forgive me if I mix up some words, but spirit is like the animation of the body. The energetic animation of the body. Not the animation like physically, like, but it's what living is. Like, your body lives by moving. So that means your body's a living thing. Conscious, you feel me? Like, your spirit is conscious. Everything is consciousness, man. So every time you move, that's spirit living. Your body is spirit in a way, because it is animated. But your body, first of all, your body only make choices off of something, right? It don't matter if you're going left, looking to the right. That is all spirit. Because spirit is what, like, makes you... Spirit is what guides you, right? So it don't matter if it's left, like how I just looked over there, it don't matter, but that is your unconscious acts or your spirit. Subconscious acts or spirit. I'm gonna look into that, but it came out of nowhere, so don't think I don't know what I'm talking about, because I always know what I'm talking about when I speak some shit. But your subconscious actions or spirit. Right, got it. That is right. That subconscious. So basically, down it's 28 minutes, y'all. Your subconscious acts or spirit. Because your subconscious is the things that you're not aware of, but are happening. You know, your subconscious mind knows everything beyond the human existence, but it knows everything else here as well. It knows everything, like, because your subconscious mind is what is connected to the universe. So whenever you meditate, and you get into that deep state of subconscious, that's when you can manifest things, because you're connected to you tap into your subconscious mind. So look up signs you're connecting to your subconscious mind during meditation. Just make sure y'all do that. When y'all meditate, do that. Know what you're doing. That's the only way you're going to elevate by knowing what the fuck you're doing. If you're tapping into some shit during meditation and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get out of meditation every single time not knowing what the fuck just happened. So when you get into that deep state of stillness, when there's nothing, because we got to understand the subconscious mind, the mind, the conscious mind, subconscious mind, I think they're separate, but they're not separate. First of all, nothing's separate, but the subconscious mind takes on every bit of information, even the shit you can't receive, it comes in. So these birds, when they speak to me, or when they speaking to other people, your subconscious mind is knowing that, but are you knowing that? Can you receive that? Are you tapped into your higher self, the subconscious mind? So your subconscious mind, which is when you walk into a store and you see everything, but you're looking at one thing, but your subconscious mind, your mind, because like I say, your vision is just your vision, it's what you're focusing on. So that's why they say watch what you watch on TV, because you might be focused on a bug, right? But then your subconscious mind is picking up on all the, for example, females twerking in the background. That's a big thing in the youth. You might be watching a video of a man just at a pole, but then you might see a whole bunch of females in the back with ass. But that's how you pollute the mind as kids. But when you become aware of your mind, then you could block out certain things. But you could never block out, but I know what I'm looking at. But like I say, like when you walk into the store and you got an intent to get some vegetables, your subconscious mind automatically picks up all the snacks around you. So you might get a thought of, let me get a snack. So learn how to protect your subconscious mind. And like I say, I'm teaching y'all shit, but I'm teaching myself some shit right now. Because how do you protect your subconscious mind? By just not protecting your eyes and protecting your ears and guarding your tongue, because a lot of things you say, there's going to be effect to everything you say. So even when you say one thing, as in, if you choose to go walk up to the girl and ask her about a damn shirt and got a stain on it, be ready to hear her damn fucking effect. There's a cause and effect. Why did you give a fuck to go tell her about her shirt? And the effect, now she might be like, damn, why are you even worried about me that much? So guard your tongue, because make sure you really gotta, what is you saying, because not everybody's gonna even react the way you react or respond the way you respond. So guard your tongue and know when you need to speak, because just know people's reactions and what people, and protect your ears, because even if it's just a whole bunch of shit you gotta protect your energy. Simple as that. Watch what you watch on TV. I don't even watch TV no more. What's up, bird? I don't even watch TV no more. I don't even get on my phone and damn talk to my motherfucking. I don't do that much things on the internet, man. Like, I catch myself getting on the internet scrolling or TikTok. I gotta be high doing that. I don't even like getting high for real, and I'm gonna say it just like that, because I don't. And it's not I don't like getting high. I know when I get high, right, I could get certain shit done, but it is a way of distracting yourself, because it puts you in this state of relax, and relax. You're relaxed, but are you relaxed when you're choosing to smoke? Is the question. You feel me? Like, you can't be hyper as hell and then want something to cool you down. You should be able to cool yourself down. Don't rely on no source outside of you to cool you down. we as guys cool ourselves down. So once we use that as a mechanism, like, let me smoke before I go to bed. For me, not for y'all, because there's some people that like to smoke before they go to bed. But that's what I'm saying. It's not wrong with smoking before you go to bed. But while you're in action or doing something and then just pop up, let me smoke while I watch a video. You could watch a video without having to smoke. Concentrate. Because then once you get to smoking while watching the video, you get distracted and you want to eat now. And then once you eat these snacks now, you want to just lay down now. Then after you eat the snacks now, you just be like, damn, I shouldn't even ate them damn snacks in the first place. Or I shouldn't even smoked while I was hyper enough, energetic enough to even want to get some snacks. So if I'm gonna smoke, I need to learn how to smoke before going to bed, while I'm going to bed. But then smoking, you get the munchies. But that's what I'm saying, people. There's a lot of distractions, y'all. You get hungry I get hungry when I eat. Smoke, forgive me. And I think it's about finding balance, but then, like, while you're trying to find balance, you could get unbalanced. While you're trying to find balance, you could get lost in your old self. And you can never get lost if you know yourself and you know your own conscious actions. But you could definitely take steps back, but them steps back is steps forward, because only if you let it be. So this shit is like more of a will thing. But at the end of the day, you gotta find peace in general in this world full of chaos. So even when you find yourself making mistakes, don't live life being an empath, man. Don't live life being an empathetic ass motherfucker that give up on themselves and then help other people just to help other people make you feel good. That's the life I'm making sure I don't live. I don't want to give up on myself and feel good helping somebody else. I don't want to live that life, because you wouldn't have been giving up. They wouldn't have been letting you give up on yourself. Anybody that's around you, y'all, will not let you give up on yourself to help them. So if somebody's doing that, you must recognize it. And the people I'm around, the people I'm around don't understand. Some of them don't understand the real being of purpose. When I say that, because not everybody, but a lot of people don't understand the things and the real journey I'm on. So they might be helping me with things out here. They are helping me with things out here, but are they helping me with the things in here? Is what I had to realize and what I'm realizing, because the people it might look like help, because that's the help that you really might want unconsciously. Like, well, that's the help you do need. But I'm saying, know the difference between the help you want and the one help you need. But at the same time, what I mean by that is, you always need this in here first. Before you ever look at any item outside of you, you look in here first. I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck who offered you something. If you're getting offered certain things now, look at it like, let me create balance with this shit. If you're getting too much of what you want, accept it, but alright, let me find balance with this shit now, because too much of anything is bad, right? So once something end up coming at you like, boom, like this, you start getting a lot of materialistic things, that is what you're attracting, but now it's time to put in that real work now. Like, let me make sure I don't get caught up in this shit. Cause you know it's you doing this shit, but then you gotta know the illusion behind the material. Know the illusion behind the material. Don't get caught up in that. Get caught up in the spiritual side of everything you're getting. So when you're getting things now that you want, when you start to get this money, don't go spend it on the things you want. Spend it on the things you need and the world needs.